The CHE. What is the CHE? Well, the CHE is a student-led community hub right here on campus that facilitates that connection between students and our community. That's simple. It's designed to help Walla Walla University really find not just a good career and good education here, but what's beyond that? What matters even more? That connection with Christ. That really, what is your calling beyond just what you're learning? Many things that we do on this campus are inward, right? You come to learn. Who is that benefiting? Yourself. And that's great. That's why we have this campus, is so that we can have this connection with God while we're learning in the spiritual context. And it's a wonderful thing. But what does it look like to have an outward focus? And so that's really what we're looking at every day. I'm waking up thinking about what does it look like for us to be God's hands and feet in this community? Not only in Guam or Micronesia or in India or other places, but what does it look like right here? And so we're showing up, we're answering the phone when it rings, and responding to what the needs are in this community. I would like for people to think of the CHE as a friendly place to come. If they have questions about how to engage in the community, if there's any doubt as to what purpose God has put in your life, come and talk to us. It's open door. It's a place where we would encourage you to explore meaning in service. I would like for people to grow when they think of serving and working with the CHE. Some of the main projects that CHE is working on is our Hey Neighbor Neighbor program, which has led to our Walla Walla tool library. We have our care weekends happening every weekend, our care project, and of course our Blue Mountain Volunteer Corps, which is reaching so many people in our valley.
The Blue Mountain Volunteer Corps is essentially a community resource. We serve as a volunteer hub for anybody in the community who wants to get involved and make a difference. And our primary purpose or goal is to enrich our community through service by being the vital link between volunteers who are ready to get involved and agencies who need the help. It also serves as a hub for our students on our campus as well. And so one way that we help students get involved with their community is through our service days, which happen twice a year, one in the fall and then one in the spring, called Tri-College Community Days. Part of our job at the Blue Mountain Volunteer Corps is making it easy for agencies to fulfill their volunteer needs. And so that looks like connecting them with the right volunteers, offering demonstrations on how to use our volunteer software so that they can post these opportunities, and even spreading the word and helping them promote what needs they have. Another really cool thing that we're able to do is offer them tools that they might need to complete these volunteer resources. And that's something that we get to do through our Walla Walla tool library, an extension of our Hey Neighbor Neighbor program.
Hey Neighbor Neighbor is a program underneath the CHE whose purpose is to combat isolation and loneliness by encouraging interaction with our neighbors. It also works to build our community through our other programs. One of the programs that we do have to help combat isolation is through our text challenges, which go out weekly, and they are just short little messages that act as reminders or encouragements to get you to interact with your neighbor or your community, and or even be vulnerable enough to share times when you're not doing so well. Or other program that we have to encourage growth in our community and sustainability is our tool library. People can get memberships for that, and it's a great way to be sustainable because they can just borrow the tools that we have and they can donate the tools that they don't use. And it's just a great way to keep the community going around. Moving forward, Hey Neighbor Neighbor would like to create more events or programs or just ideas to really help encourage that interaction between neighbors and also in their community. And just like we do all that kind of community engagement and interaction, that's what Care Weekend does.
What does CARE mean? CARE is Community Action Relief Experience. Care Weekend started to expand upon the student missions experience by keeping the mission of service alive day to day, week to week, and in the hearts and minds of students. And that's what the Care Weekend is. It's going out to serve not just somewhere exotic like an island in the middle of the ocean. It's going somewhere that's close to home, within an hour's drive, within a few minutes drive for a couple hours, 30 minutes. Care inspires that vision of service that continues beyond your mission trip experience long after it's over. And it leaves an impact that might not be seen immediately, but you feel the impact. After seeing the success of the Care Weekend and seeing its impact in the Walla Walla community, we wanted to expand on this idea into the greater parts of the Pacific Northwest, into Bonners Ferry, Idaho, Everson, Washington, Spokane, Washington, and Portland, Oregon. And this is the Care Project. With the Care Project, we're looking to expand the influence of service outside of Walla Walla and into the greater parts of the Pacific Northwest.
At CHE, we thrive on togetherness. We see so much happen when the neighbor reaches the neighbor. Whether that's students reaching students or the faculty reaching out to a student, or maybe it's the person across the hall in your dorm. Maybe it's the person right next to you in your classroom. But there are going to be ways of helping other people and serving other people that seem so insignificant, but I'm here to tell you that is not the case. Start wherever you're ready. God can use you. If you're passionate about service, if you would like to join our community of volunteers and students and leaders that are working, that are committed on shining the light in our community, join us. Because it's in this intentional togetherness where great things can happen. Ultimately, my greatest desire is that you would connect with Christ through service. Because He's called us to reach our neighbors. Let's do that together, can we?